So it's over, and I can actually get some sleep at last. Been capturing a lot of the footage from PowerShift and things that I had forgotten. I mean, just seeing it all again play out on the screen as it's being recorded. It was such an experience to begin with, and now I think we have like 8 hours of footage that we have to put together. I mean, it's amazing. So I have to say that the whole experience would have been really hard if not for the help of Nikki Henderson and Montgomery Norton. They were my kind of trio while we were there. Um, I had this really nasty cold. My voice is kind of messed up. I'm still getting over it. But they brought me airborne. They brought me water. They made sure I was doing really well. I mean, Nikki obviously was introducing Nancy Pelosi. She had a lot going on herself. She had panels and workshops that she had to be at. Montgomery Norton was working with the One Sky group to make sure they had people covering their tables. And he had his talk in panels as well. Obviously, we're still doing all of our CSSC stuff. So for them to really take time out of all that they had going on to make sure that I was okay, I mean, you can't ask for better friends than we have, in the coalition. I mean, the people, no one judges me for anything. Everybody's very accepting, and I don't think I've experienced that anywhere else that I've worked with. I mean, this movement is so, everybody has your back, and everybody wants you to succeed because you want them to succeed, and everybody works to make sure that happens. I mean, take Arthur. Arthur Colston was one of the founding members of the California Student Sustainability Coalition, and he ran the media booth. I don't know how this guy did it. I would have gone crazy if I was in Arthur's shoes. I mean, Arthur is the man. Anytime I had a question, anytime I had needed anything at all, it was taken care of completely. And he had a million things going on, and you'd see him talking to three people at the same time. I swear, he had like 3 sets of eyes and 3 sets of mouths or something, and he was able to have 4 conversations at the same time because this guy was on top of everything. And the amount of people going through that room had to pick up cameras, had to get, if you've never picked up a camera before, he got you rolling and you were good to go. I mean, if you've been online, you've seen all these videos. Obviously, if you're watching this, you've probably seen all these videos about PowerShift. I mean, it's simply incredible. Arthur is the man, for sure. And I mean, looking at the footage, I don't know what we would have accomplished if not for his help. Everything I put together, I see the pieces in which he helped us out, and so thank you, Arthur. We got to interview Van Jones. Nikki and I interviewed Van Jones, and that'll surface at some point. We're working on it. We got the Green for All video up today, pushing the green jobs, not jails message. I feel personally it's very important. It's not a white problem. It's not a black problem. It's a people problem. We've got 25% of the world's incarcerated in America. That means that we have so much crime that I'm a father. It's not safe for my son to grow up in this world. If there's something I can do about the crime rate by creating these green pathways out of poverty, to create these opportunities for people who might be at risk to get jobs building solar panels and double painting windows, and I mean, these are good, honest jobs that these people can use to better their situation. And if that means that the crime rate lowers because we've created these jobs, I mean, it doesn't matter what color you are, what background you're from, or what class you're, rich, poor, whatever. That's less crime for everybody on the planet. I mean, that goal, 25% is ridiculous. We need to do something about that. And it looks like Van Jones and the whole, Ella Baker Center they're completely on it. Just the Sustainable South Bronx group and what they've accomplished. I mean, those kids. I was filming this stuff and I was crying watching this footage, watching them through the camera. I mean, you could see Van. He was really affected by just seeing them and seeing that accomplishment, that we're on the right path. That's got to be hard. I don't think I've slept much since I've come home. I'm just so charged. I mean, everything that everybody talked about, everything. I mean, every little clip of video that we put together is so magical because of the people involved. It's hard not to capture gold every time I open up my editing software. I mean, it's so hard to pick which clip to use because everything is so good. Everybody's message is so powerful. It's just, we gotta kind of focus on one message so that people who weren't there can be affected the way that we were. I mean, it's just so inspiring, the movement, and to see these young people given cameras. I mean, new people are joining this fight. I've been making videos for a while, and some of these things that these people put together, they dwarf my stuff completely. I mean, it's just, you'd think these guys were pros just after hanging out with Arthur and these other intensive media groups. That the whole I Shot Power Shift idea, that's amazing. You got free video cameras for these kids to just get started, to get rolling, and I know Summer Rain Oaks, who put together the faces of Power Shift. I mean, that was gorgeous. The whole way of people coming together and the music, and there's just some really, really good stuff, and from people who have never made a video before in their life. And I have to step up my game to kind of look like I'm, a veteran at this stuff, because these people are looking like they've been at this for a while and they haven't. To see all this, I mean, Dennis Leary he did the Fox Searchlight things, and he always used to say, "Don't go to film school, get a camera." And that's why I bought a camera when I was young. That's why, I've had my camera for like 6 or 7 years, and I've always just gone and shot. Don't go to school, don't learn this artsy technique crap. Just hold the camera at something, don't move it, and then cut it together sequentially so that you tell a story. All this art student, film student crap, it distracts from the message. We got to go point a camera at the message and get that out to as many people as possible. I don't care what Ralph Nader says, video is very important. So I have to thank Nikki again and Montgomery. I had a blast hanging out with the whole CSSC group. In putting together all these videos in the end, I've had so much help from people via email, and it's been great. I have to thank Arthur again, just purely for being the man. These videos are doing so much for us and for the message and the movement and everything, and I'm hoping that everyone else that's putting these videos online is feeling the same way. I'm completely, the vibe is just, I'm typically getting radiation off my monitor, but instead I'm getting happiness. It's just coming off of the screen. I don't know. I'm so excited to wake up in the morning because I know I get to work on this stuff. I know I go and I do my day, and then I come back and I'm so ready to dive right into this again. It's great. I have to thank the Energy Action Coalition again as well for putting it all on. I mean, it just, the staff and how everybody was. I mean, it was really, really something. Nobody seemed too stressed out. Nobody was mad. Nobody was yelling. And these are people who have never run an event like this before. These are people who might have worked in a club in their school, and now they're putting together something with 6,000 attendees. I mean, that's huge. That's massive. That's convention scale. It's bigger than convention scale. I mean, I know people who do this professionally, and they aren't even that good. So, kudos to everybody involved in Power Shift. Thank you for putting it on and giving us the opportunity to come out. I don't think I'm going to get over this experience for a long time. It was magic. Thank you.